Alright, good morning, good morning. Sorry, I was on the phone. I was literally just sitting right here. Good morning, though. Oh, wait. Oops. Alright, I'm also in Discord. I'm sorry. I know there's a few people that like to do that instead. Alright. So as we can see, SPY is getting a significant open. Now we are holding over 537. This is the potential bullish breakout level for anybody who's looking. So we're already kind of over that scenario. Really, we were looking to just hold over this, but got a nice higher open, so nothing crazy there. But also really cool because these almost line up with our fibs. But I'm going to be watching 538.50. If that goes and hits that, that's a good first target. 540 to 540.50 is a good kind of second area as a target. If we get a breakdown of 537, it's a good significant sign that sellers are trying to step in. If we get a break of today's open, that's kind of like an extra step. But if we really break this and under 534.60s, that would really be a significant pullback under the previous day highs, and that would most likely get a good retest here or just a really good flush down towards previous day close and 531.30. So there's a really good bearish scenario here if this loses support over the course of maybe 20 minutes this morning. If we're still holding here, there's a good chance we're probably going to just bounce and continue going towards 540s. So just keeping those two scenarios in mind, everybody. But drop a like on today's stream, and I hope some of today's game plans help you out. I hope some of today's talks. I know a lot of people had fun yesterday. But yeah, good morning, everybody. Glad to have you all here. What's up, King Carnage? Good to see you, man. That was the first message I read this morning when I was on the phone. I looked over and I see he said, "We flying." I was like, oh god, I think he's talking about SPY. He said, "Good morning, boss. 540 is my target for today as well." Yeah, I would definitely say that's a big main target. If we make it to 542, though, I'm going to keep that in mind that is kind of close by, so that can also happen. But I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh yeah, $5 move. Here we go, guys. No, I'm going to look for some realistic targets too. But good looks, man. Good to see you. Did I see Nike? No, I'm scared to look now that you said it like that. I'm gonna check Nike and it's gonna be up like 1,000,000,000%. Oh my god, did y'all see Starbucks? What the fuck? Whoa. 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 I feel like a caveman right now. What the hell? Who the No. Give me their names. What are their names? What are these analyst names? Baird from 81 to 110. From 50 to 62.50, from 81 to 87, from 51 to 47, from 50 to 46, from 16 to 17, 24 to 26, 68 to 75, 71 to 73, 33 to 37. Oh my god, most of them went up. Oh no. Damn, that's crazy, dude. How many days in a swing stream did we go over this? Oh my god. Alright, well, get me back to SPY. Let's go back to normality here. Zoom back in here a little bit. Pretend we didn't just see that. That's pretty funny. We said Starbucks, Nike, Home Depot. That was a crazy move. What the hell? Gotta love analyst season, you know what I'm saying? uh... Oh, you said Nike. I think you meant Starbucks. That's how well Vanessa was paying attention though yesterday when we were going over this stuff. She was saying Nike, but she meant Starbucks. But it's funny because like when we were going over each one, I kept switching to the other, so it's kind of funny you did that. I was like, no way Nike went up. I'm not that surprised Starbucks went up though. Analysts changing their opinion. It coming out of nowhere. I mean, the earnings just happened, so no duh, it's gonna occur. But it's kind of cool that it happened because I was just saying I don't really care about trading options on Starbucks as much as I do Nike. But it'd be cool to just own Starbucks, and then of course it does that. Yeah, but you said Nike, and then you said they're taking CMG CEO. I was like, what? That wouldn't even have made sense. But Starbucks taking CMG CEO, that makes sense. Unless y'all are really serious about that. Yeah, I don't see it here. Damn, I didn't see that in the other news, though. Yeah, Nike is rallying pretty hard, too, though. About 2%. And we're only 12 minutes into the day. But hold on, let me go back to Starbucks. I need to see that for myself. It did say it. Wow, yeah, I just instantly see Chipotle written like 600 times. Wow. He's a culture carrier and beloved leader. Well, good for Starbucks. That sucks for us, though. Damn, that's kind of cool. It's kind of been a while since I feel like the market's gotten hyped about like new CEOs. I feel like the two that come to mind now that I'm like thinking about, not new CEOs, but in terms of like the company that they've gotten to, I would PayPal, and then you have Starbucks now. It's kind of funny. You got one company and now another, and news of a CEO actually being kind of like hyped. It's kind of been a while since we've gotten to feel that. That's kind of cool. I don't mind that at all. And we were about to pop a 3-bar play on the 5-minute to the upside. This is insane. I'm trying to leave the second target as well. I'm not saying it's going to go to 542, but I want to keep it there on the screen. We'll do it like that. And of course CMG is down, but not as much as Starbucks is up. I try not to look at CMG too much, I'll be honest with you. I'm not even a Chipotle hater, I don't know. I'm pretty sure for a long time before they had their split, I just always told myself to never look at them. I don't even know why. Damn, that is a crazy gap down. They break this low because what this essentially is a liquidity grab. This is exactly what we talked about yesterday in the stream. They had a lower open that broke a new low, and then they retook it that day. That's a liquidity grab to go back up. So the fact that they did it again where they closed higher and then went lower again kind of like destroys every bit of like, bullish liquidity in this area, which is a lot. You might not think about it because it's like only a couple bucks, but that is a lot of liquidity. It's a lot of potential movement that can come from that. That's a big move to the downside, though. I'm also curious on the daily how are our major charts looking now. You can see this is what the tech chart looks like. And we talked about this yesterday. We said today's open is going to be pretty significant on a lot of the charts that have this type of candle, a doji. And this is because this candle is basically just a 50-50. This really isn't bullish or bearish when you see this candle. You really do have to think of this as like a in-between candle. What's happening next? What's happening next? Today we have a higher open and we're moving up. So yeah, we probably should go smack whatever's up above us. And if we don't, then that should tell us how significant the pressure can be to go back down because of the fake out. So Potentially, we should just be rallying right now, just because of today's daily candle on tech. And I believe we have a similar look here, yes we do, on SPY. So it's not a perfect doji, but you do have a long legs, small body. Still a very, indecisive day. And I didn't even look at IWM to see if they were the same. Yeah, they weren't. They had that kind of bear flag look. So right now they're an inside bar. At this exact moment, we don't know that they'll finish that way. So watch previous day high on IWM. Keep eyes on today's open and today's low so far for IWM if you are looking for downside. But they're at a very crucial part right now. 207 is the important level on their chart, so watch that. If anybody in here is watching small caps, because small caps actually look pretty good today. And yeah, 3-bar play made a new high. If anybody's interested in what a 3-bar play is, just check it out in the Discord. But basically, it's just a green, red, green pattern. If you go from the, if you go from the candle before it, if you go from the low to the high, and this candle's holding, it's pretty much just a basic rule to watch the 50% of golden pocket. And if it's holding over those, it's a pretty good sign that the next candle has a chance of closing higher. And if it does, then you have a good chance of just, continuing to go up. By the way, we were only 23 cents away from the first target of 538.50. So that was pretty close as a first initial move out of the open. Today's breakout levels were either holding over this area here or breaking the next level at 537.50. That happened within the first 5 minutes. We held it in the next 5 minutes. Continued higher. Getting a little bit of a move now. But we'll see if the exciting, bullish run continues towards 540s. Because 540 is a main area for me today. Should work towards that if it really is bullish with this higher open and retake of another level like we talked about just now in the bigger time frames. And again, if this fails, that's okay. That will also tell us that that's a very strong break, because this is a pretty strong open and a nice push into a high. So if any of this ends up getting ruined, we know that can definitely be really good flush. So even if this isn't going to continue up, we know that there's going to probably be good movement today just because of how we opened. It's a very good sign for us. Where's the... Oh, you're talking about the neg... I was like, okay. You're doing the negative 0.5. Where is the negative? Where is your... Are you... Okay, wait, never mind. You know what? I don't know why I'm asking Guardian Trader. I'm just gonna do it. There we go. Okay. I should have just drawn it. She was saying the overnight gap, the extension, the negative 50%. Right now it's being touched, is what she was saying. So it's already hit one really good target. Like we said, 540, 540.50 is kind of our main area if it does, continue on from here. I really like these. These are somewhat some of the best natural targets, I'll say, that are, pivotal because of these move, of course. But, like an overnight gap fib. That's such an easy fib to draw. Why not draw that? And then the targets that come from it are pretty insane. Ooh, Eric, I see you. He said good entry this time. I'll check it out here in a bit. Actually, I kind of see what you did. I've been watching SPY. Insane move, though. Seriously, good job. You got a quick 52% return on SPY today. That's what I like, because if you get a good entry, like it's, I think a lot of people sleep about the idea of what a good entry really is. Like a lot of people think about what's a good entry because they want to be in a spot where they could make, you know, as much money as possible. And I get that, you know, it's kind of no duh. But you guys should really focus on trying to get the best entry, because your entry should give you confidence. Because if you know you have a good entry, right, then you know you don't really have to sweat about much, right? If you're wrong, you're wrong. Cool. You know, like I really doesn't sweat me when I'm wrong about trades that I was confident in, because it's like, okay, it went to my plan, okay? It's not the end of the world. Whereas if I'm not really as invested into it and something just randomly happens, I'm like, what the hell? Like, the market's against me, man. VIX at 14's a scam. Like, blah, 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 you know, all that crap people say. But in reality, like, good entries should motivate you, because that's what gives you confidence while you're in that trade. You know, maybe before you're not really going to think about it as much because you're not in yet. You're just excited to get in. But while you're in the trade, that's going to help you out so much with your mental. Great job, though, Eric. Great job, though, React. Shout out to Chef. Good job, Chef. And good job, Eric. I love this trade already. I posted the chart too, was going to hold till 540, but I'm taking small wins. Yeah, I mean, it's nice to have like a final runner make it there, but I like what you did, because you only had one, so it's like, it's really no point doing that. This was smart. Oh, I see. I like what you did here. So he's on the 1 minute and he saw an inside bar. Okay, that's very smart. Because yeah, an inside bar equals a doji basically. It's like super indecisive. It's 50-50. You actually really do only have 50-50 chances on the next candle. You know, and look at how the next candle went down. It went down instantly, which would have hurt a scalp. So great job. That's honestly a really good sign of slowdown for anybody who's a scalper. Like, you really don't need to, to hold past those types of candles. And if moves do continue after them, so what? Are you really going to complain about a 50-50? I'm not. Alright, we are slowing down against that. Good call out, Garden Trader. You were spot on with that. Very, very interesting. Oh, let me actually show where the fib's coming from. There we go. I always post that stuff and then people are like, where is that coming from? First fib extension hit. Thanks to VLAN for showing us this very cool and easy method. I honestly, for the longest time when Leland first showed me this trick with like the extra fibs, the fib extensions, to like use them as targets really, and you could use this for upside and downside. They're just calculated targets from whatever you're drawing with this fib. It's pretty cool. But for the longest time, I didn't really ignore them. I just didn't really want to add them to this because I was like, you know what, I don't want to have even more targets because I really don't use this overnight fib every time. I really only do it when there's a significant gap. I don't like to do it when it's like a very tiny gap up or a gap down, and it still does work in those tiny gap up and gap downs. I'm not saying it doesn't, but I just don't like to add more levels because a lot of the time you'll see the fibs do end up lining up with other levels to some extent. So I just don't like to have too many things on my screen, but cases like this is obvious. Definitely want to draw that overnight gap. But good call out by Garden Trader, just kind of mentioning that it was hitting a pretty good extension target. But it's cool. They're just super natural targets. You don't have to worry about them moving either, because once you draw your fib, it's set. I just realized it drew my fib wrong. There we go. Am I on OHLC? I am. Okay. By the way, if anybody's new to Thinkorswim, you should definitely make sure, if you're someone who likes to chart a lot, make sure you go to the settings screen on General. If you see Snap Drawings 2, make sure that box says OHLC and then click Apply and OK. This just makes it to where when you draw or anytime you throw anything on your screen or anytime you're clicking, really, it's going to an open, a close, a high, or a low. You don't have to worry about it going randomly, you know. I have to click over here for it to, like, be off of a candle, basically. But it's very helpful when marking emergent candles, or a high, or a low, or an open, or a close, because you can get the exact level without worrying about getting it right or wrong. Because I know when I used to do it like this, and I would just line it up not knowing that you could do that. Sometimes you'd be on it, but a lot of the time you'd be off by a couple cents because you didn't care to be so perfectly on it. But that definitely helps you out. Glad you took that small win. He said 52% isn't really small, but that drop would have hurt. Yeah, I was gonna say 52% is pretty crazy, actually. You got to think about the amount of time too. How long was that trade? Let me see. That's the chart. Here is the trade. Yeah, dude, that was only 12 minutes. I mean, sorry, no, 14 minutes. I can't count. 14 minutes. That's insane. It looks like Valdor also played it. He posted his in the trade floor. You won't see me call those out as much because it's so early in the morning, and I think it's a bad habit to push people to trade so much in the first 30 minutes, because you'll find days like this where, yes, it does work, but then you'll find another day where it doesn't, and then you're like, well, I'm going to stop adding it to my routine. So it's just good to have a consistent method when you're looking at all these things. Damn, shop's holding pretty well, actually. I need to mark this right. Oh, look, now it's not doing it. What? Did we not just see that it... Yeah, it says OHLC, but it's not doing it. Okay. That's weird, but we'll just pretend that didn't happen. Oh wait, IWM. I want to see this one real quick. Nope, that's SPY. I clicked the wrong one. Hammer holding on SPY above where we initially broke out. I see the same thing happening here on IWM. If these hammers hold on today's open, there's a good chance we get a nice bounce for IWM and SPY. Oh, that's awkward. I just realized I had this thing ready and it didn't send. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. D-Touch posted a picture of... Oh, Michael, yeah. He said, posted a picture of Chipotle and he said they operate in over 3,400 locations worldwide. Yeah. Yeah, no, Chipotle's insanely popular. That's why I'm not a hater, I just don't watch it. Never hate on Chipotle. For the longest time, though, the running joke that everybody would ask about it is like, why is it this stock price? Because it used to be, like, you know, an insane stock price. And they had their split. Made the stock a little bit more attractive. Which, a lot of the time when you see stock splits, guys, you're really just looking at a company creating money for themselves. Because they need more cash for whatever they are looking to do, their business ventures. But also to make the stock price more attractive to future investors, or current investors even. And it's weird how it works too, because you'll find so many like negative opinions about a stock. They do a split, and then next thing you know, you see nothing but positive opinions about it, and it changes everything for them. It's like the rebranding thing where the company changes their slogan, or maybe they literally just change a couple colors in their logo, or they just change their name entirely to something, you know, a little bit more important, and then it just gives it that new effect. It's crazy. But that's definitely happening on a few different tickers. And yeah, he said CMG CEO taking over Starbucks. Yeah, that one's pretty crazy. welcome everybody on the YouTube stream. Sorry, I've been reading kind of between this and what was I saying? Between this and Discord. Sorry, I was looking at two more things again. But thank you guys for liking the stream and stuff. Right now we're watching a SPY push into its first fib extension target. And now it's just kind of in between a good range. I wouldn't necessarily say this is super bearish yet. If you do see a break of today's open, that's a good starter sign. If you see a break of this highlighted area and 534.67, that's a really big sign that we're definitely have already pulled back into yesterday's range, which would definitely be a little bit more bearish than we are now. But a break, just remember, a break of today's open can possibly start things to the downside. As long as we're holding it or holding this 537, it's a very good kind of outer confirmation, so we're not so close to that invalidation. That bulls are still in control. So just remember that 537 and today's open are kind of the deciders right now. Sinful said is SPY 600 yet. What's up, Sean? Yeah, looks like a few of you guys killed it on Tesla. Which, that was posted in the trade floor for anybody who was watching the other day by Chef. Chef was going all over it. Yeah, I didn't mind that call out by him. I'll kind of tell people that I don't trust a certain call out if somebody just kind of appears in chat after not talking for a while. But I actually loved the setup that he had there because it was just a basic shoulder play. And you'll see this a lot. If you ever see Chef post, just review his chart. And if you like the look of how it's holding, like this is super basic. It's just holding the shoulder. Like, why would you not like that? And the invalidation is super clear. But we went over that in stream just to kind of make sure people understood why he was posting it. Like I said, I don't like people just posting straight up plays in my chat. I don't care if they post a chart or not. It is a call out. So I like to cover that with people and make it make sense to others, just so it's not, you know, so blatantly abusive. I don't like when people just straight up call out, but Chef isn't like that. And a few of our people in chat aren't like that. We just like to make sure people understand what they're looking at. Because again, you got to be able to recreate this stuff. If you just do it once, like you're basically just scamming somebody in a way. Not really, but I mean, you kind of are. A lot of people do that in trading too. It's so weird. They're like, guys, I found this trick. I swear to God, it worked this one time. Look, pay me money for this now. It's just so wrong. CMG was over 3K. Yeah, pretty wild. Like, I'm not joking you. Every time you'd click on that chart, I would get so many questions about, like, why is it the stock price? And then I have to link them this article on why it's that stock price. But, yeah, no, every time, no fail, somebody would ask. But, yeah, pretty crazy. Yo, Sandollar, I don't know why this thing is so bugged, bro. Thank you again. I just saw what you donated earlier, the $4 Russian coffee. I appreciate you. Thank you, man. I will make sure the Russian coffee is full. CMG moving throughout the years was ridiculous. You are not wrong. I remember when I first was aware of them as a stock, at least, was when they had that, like, at least here in Texas, there were a few incidents. I don't know about other states or other countries outside of that. But they had a big, like, health problem with, like, they had, like, animals in some of their kitchens. Like, some of them had rats. Some of the food had, like, there was rumors, of course. But one of the locations really did have it, so it ended up being, like, a problem here, at least. So I know a lot of people I'm friends with were just like, you know, screw Chipotle, we'll just eat Freebirds all the time, which is totally cool. But yeah, that's why it's kind of like why I don't really pay attention to Chipotle. I'm not gonna lie, I don't even really think of them as a company a lot of the time. They're kind of like out of mind right now. So I feel like everybody has a stock or two like that where it's just so out of mind you don't even think about it even when it does go up or down. But right now we're potentially holding a bullish retest right now, guys. If we end up, remember, this is a pretty important area right here. If we end up cracking that, all right, you can definitely change your opinion. The selling has definitely gotten more aggressive. If we're holding that though, there's a very good chance we end up popping back higher. It would be cool if they offered tea from Sri Lanka. It's good for hurricane weather. Oh, the YouTube thing. Yeah, YouTube's not too big on being cool, so I doubt that'll ever happen. He said Harry Wang, my hero. No, I remember. No, I remember Harry. I remember all of that. Why did I read Christian when I saw that name? It's Christia. Christia. But either way, welcome. Sandollar gave you a little Bueller membership for the YouTube channel. You can go to the membership section of the YouTube channel and you can watch all kinds of videos, and there's all kinds of info posted there, text info, video info, there's all kinds of stuff there. Oh god, guys, Leland typed in YouTube chat. Oh god. Valdora said, did we all full port the retest? Remember, the invalidation is if it can crack under today's open. So, should be good as long as that's holding. And you kind of need to talk like what I just said. You need to talk to yourself like that every time you're in a trade, or even if you're not in a trade. Just give yourself that discipline of like, alright, I really like this. I like that it's holding this. I'm going to get in. As long as it's doing this, I'm going to do that. Here's this. I'm going to make sure if it breaks that, I'm out. You know, I keep saying this and that. It's because I'm being conditional. I'm setting parameters for myself. This is exactly how a computer would trade. For the most part. But just having parameters set's so good for yourself. Being conditional. If this happens, I'm going to do that. If that happens, I'm going to do this. We're potentially breaking down under 536.95, testing it a little bit, but no really big candles either. So I'm really not. I'm really not feeling a lot of crazy movement from either side right now, because this was really the biggest candle, and it does the first candle of the day. So of course that would be a nice size candle. But after this higher open, we really haven't seen much crazy movement. It's been 41 minutes now. Made it up to the first extension, potentially holding this higher gap up. If we do end up losing 536.50, we probably will test that highlighted area underneath. 536.60s. I think it's like 535.80s is the bottom of that. Let's see. Oh no, 535.20. That was way off. Let me check a couple other tickers real quick. So IWM did end up pulling back very aggressively under today's open. Very nasty move, but they didn't even make it to previous day close. So I want to check out this overnight fib because I didn't even draw it. So you go from the previous day close to the current day open because this is where we went up to. So we're just tracking the amount of movement from there. So even though they did fall, they are holding the overnight gap fib. So it's kind of the same as SPY, it just doesn't look like it. And triple Qs are exactly like SPY. They're just above and holding to the right. Which it looks like some buying is occurring as they hold 536.50, 536.95. Sean saved those questions for the Thursday stream. We go over a lot of that in the swing streams a lot more. Really not a lot right now in terms of yet, but a little bit longer. I'll have a list ready for that. Actually, we literally just got done talking about that yesterday in yesterday's stream because I think somebody asked me that too towards the end of yesterday's stream. But we just went over some old examples. I don't think I went over any new ones. I just said I would make a list. But no, that is definitely something I'm interested in, though. High key LW. I would say LW. I keep remembering that one from the past swing stream. That was definitely one that we went over. Was it Mikey that brought that up, or Sean, or somebody brought that up, and that was amazing. I love whoever showed me that ticker. LW. Never forget it. CLF is kind of a cool one too, but I'm not sure if I'd like it now for fundamental reasons. I've really only had a few really good long-term investment ideas for the chat, and I've really only given a few, but at different times I've said Redfin, Palantir, ET, because John told me about ET very early, and it was a single-digit stock, which I wish it still was, because I would love to put all of you on to ET, because ET is so good, like as a company. What was the other one? Redfin, Palantir, ET. Some of these are like so old. We've had a couple fail too. Like I'm still a big believer in Rocket Lab, but it was part of that SPAC era where like all those SPACs came out, did really well, and then just like bam, dead in the water. So a lot of those ended up doing that price action, which isn't good. And yeah, we're still struggling around this support right now, but I mean, honestly, seeing that indecisive candle there isn't the worst sign. Because it shows that a battle's there, and you want there to be a battle at the level that's, you know, holding us as a bull. Also, you got to remember our invalidation level, today's open, is very close. So I'm not going to be surprised if it's a little bit of a struggle here. They're going to try to make it not obvious at all. So when they make their move to the upside or the downside, regardless of where we actually are going in the future, it's not so obvious, and you know, they have that liquidity, so they can go in whatever direction a lot further. So if we do end up popping, they probably do have the energy to make it to 540. If we end up invalidating, they probably do have the energy to go reach down to 535s at least. And see, you just got to use the context of your chart. You just got to talk about what's right in front of you. You haven't even moved my chart. I've just been looking at most of the end of yesterday and then today. Look at the info in front of you and just kind of talk about it for a second. Make yourself aware of where everything is. Who or what is HUYA? I don't know. Is this Huawei? Oh, this is Huya from... This is a Chinese stock. I'm not looking at this. And then I type in Boba. No, I'm kidding. We're not looking at that. I'm not really a big Chinese stock guy right now. For a while I was, but we're not going to be that guy. Yeah, the China stock syndrome. Which, again, I don't blame these companies. I really don't. Like, I'm sure Baba would be doing great. I'm sure all these companies are fine. But I just don't know about their future. You know, all these crazy restrictions and laws and different things happening. It's like, you never know when just one day they're just going to rip the control of how much we can actually look at these. Alright, so they are breaking 536.95. The invalidation level of today's open for this potential bullish trade, or bullish trend, I should say, is very close. And I'm saying this is kind of like from a scalper's mindset. I'm not saying that it can't hold down here or hold down here and go up at some point today. I'm talking about from right here, right now, what we're looking at. Just for anybody who might be tuning in late. I don't want anyone to think I'm trying to go over what's going to happen an hour from now. I have no idea what's going to happen an hour from now. That's why I'm planning. Nobody can see the future. Used to be a Baba trader. Yeah, I know you were. You were good with it. There were some times I wouldn't even enter if you said you didn't like it, honestly. It was you and one other person. I can't remember who, but Baba was fun to trade at one point. Very, very, very fun. That coin, honestly, I really used to like coin a lot more than I do now, but is all the so-called news over for today? Let me check for you, actually. That's a good question. I'm gonna check briefing real quick and see what that says. So today we are reacting to the July PPI, which showed disinflation in total PPI and core PPI. Which, again, guys, PPI is not as important as some of the other data that's coming out, but still good. But it says weakness in Dow component Home Depot after cutting their forward guidance for the fiscal year 2025 on weakening demand. And then it says drop in market rates in response to PPI. It's just repeating it again. But let's see. That should be the majority of the news today. It's funny. I don't even check the website anymore. I just go to daily updates. It always has everything. Oh my god, there's a ton of votes in here without me clicking on it. You guys have been killing it. It looks like we have a Fed speaker at 1:15 today. But it does look like the majority of the news is over for today, Sand Dollar. A lot of that was that PPI coming out today. But I would say for the week, though, we are not even close to being over. That's the tip of the iceberg. So, could be seeing a lot more of the same, where we get this higher open price action with good data, and then maybe the intraday price action isn't as attractive in the morning, but either way, this is still really good setups for swing traders, day traders, everyone alike. Looks like we are still trying to hold this positive print coming in. And yeah, good morning everybody. Glad to have everybody here. Good updates in both trade floor and in the YouTube chat, it looks like. Baba was fun to trade until it wasn't. That is the truest statement I've ever heard. $10 said, thank you, Chief. Well then, back to another set of calls for Despy. Took me 70. I keep reading this backwards. He said, took me. Keep typing like a pirate. 57% gains on a scalperoni. It's impressive how you never mess up when you type that either. And another 44% overnight scalp on Cat Swing on Runner from yesterday. Good stuff, man. Round of applause for Sand Dollar, everybody in the YouTube chat. Spam it with some emotes or something. Choose your favorite one. I'm gonna go with this one. Good stuff, dude. You're killing it on scalps, killing it on swings. We just need to start following you, I guess. Which is funny, too, because Sand Dollar does mention most of these trades. It's not like he's completely just hiding from everybody. And again, that's kind of like the vibe of the chat. We're not really, like, looking to push people into, hey, what are you trading? What are you trading? Like, it's just good to be open. It's just good to kind of keep yourself out there. Heading into a meeting. I will be back later if stream is still up. See ya, Eric. Have a great day, man. Good luck in the meeting. And as we've been saying all morning, this is a bullish retest with the invalidation at today's open. So you should still be bullish, but if this level ends up cracking, that does end up changing the pacing of things here. Also, we can just go check out a lot of the top weights in the market too and see what's happening. Microsoft seems to kind of be in the exact same spot. I almost just typed SPY again. And Apple doing pretty well so far. But everything looks the same. You know, it has this like nice move up. It's had a little bit of a pullback, and there's a very obvious level that if it breaks, it's going to pull back more. At least from using our system. I say obvious, but I mean from our eyes, obvious. Most people aren't going to see the exact same level as us. They're not using the exact same level as us. IWM really struggling this morning. Tesla making another new high of day. Look at that. Insane. I'm honestly just checking Starbucks for fun now. 22%. That's pretty insane. Nike as well. They are still going. Could mention Vanessa. They're up 3%, over 3.2% now. Yeah, I think everything's about to start getting a crazy candle to the upside now. Yeah, I'm pretty much done taking hammer trades on the daily time frame. Hammers suck on the daily. I'm actually over those. The first touch of a hammer, do not trade them for a swing. I mean, I have back tested the last 50. Hammers on resistances, first touch, do not work anymore. That is insane. No, I know, I was looking at it too. It's got to be the second touch. The second touch hammer is the god tier hammer. You touch the first one, it's over. But it's funny because the ones you don't touch end up working, and you're like, oh wow, look, that one popped off. It's very annoying. Trust me, I know. You're literally singing to the choir. You're preaching to the choir. I don't understand why people are in our chat but ignore the same levels we go over every fucking week. Excuse my language, but damn. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, guys, but do we not go over current day open like every week, every stream, almost every video, damn near, except if it's a swing trading video, of course, or something different. I mean, do we not go over current day open like every single day? Am I tripping? Am I going insane? When I see people unaware of a current day open level, it really gets to me. Has anyone ever told you that the music on the stream helps them stay calm and rational while trading? I just noticed that. I don't think so. Normally people... Actually, no, yeah, I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that. I think one time I did hear them say that, but that was because I turned on, was it jazz or something like that? We had a weird music stream day one day, and it was pretty funny, but it was super chill. But, no, I'm happy, though. I'm happy that's helpful for you. Probably helps while I'm, like, sitting here telling people they're doing things wrong. Including myself. Oh, classical, that's what it was. Classical, there you go. See you later, Praveen, wherever he came from. Oh, he's new. He's even got the little look, I'm new symbol. It says, I'm new here, say hi. Nobody answered me, so I think I am going crazy. I'm getting a little worried now. Nobody said anything about CDO. Getting a little worried. Here, I'll refresh it. No, sometimes it does that where it'll literally stick on a chart that I didn't click on for like 15 minutes. No, it's weird. I don't know why it does that. I think it's Discord or maybe Thinkorswim application's messing with Discord when I pull it up. I have no idea. Yeah, I didn't even know y'all were still staring at that chart. I was unaware. Sorry about that. But no, I saw it happen yesterday too. I don't think anybody even noticed, but y'all were actually watching a frozen SPY chart for like 10 minutes. That's why I had to restart it. I don't know why it does that. It started doing it every now and then whenever Thinkorswim moved over to Schwab. At least for me. I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe I need to update my Thinkorswim or my Discord. I'm not sure. But Discord's pretty good about auto updating. It'll kind of just do it. As long as you close it and reopen it. Yeah, pretty weird. Don't you just love looking at that? YouTube stream was none the wiser. Someone's ringing my doorbell at 9:32 a.m. Hold up. Did it freeze? No, I had to go to the door. I like literally just said I had to go to the door. Somebody was ringing my doorbell like crazy. But as I said before I walked away, word for word, I said, because I typed it, if this fake drop holds, we can pump hard. If the break holds, expect 530, 560s. That was when we were breaking under current day open. We are currently retaking it, but it's just doing some settling type price action. D-Touch said, I am Cash. Lee Land following him saying, I am with D-Touch in all seriousness. What? He just said, I don't like trading around current day open. I want to see a trend or a strong level hold or reject before deciding what I want to play. What? That is, what? That's the strongest level on the chart. I'm not getting onto it. I'm just saying, like, that's literally the decider level. This right here, right now, that's literally deciding what's keeping us up or down right now. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Why do I go over these things for people to just shit back in my face and ignore me? I'm just done covering this shit. It's like, if you don't tell people you're bullish or bearish, they just, like, don't listen. It's crazy. I'm not trying to be mean right now, but god damn. It, like, takes away all your motivation, and someone who streams and tries to help people out and go over things, it's like, Jesus Christ. It's like all your energy has just gone down the drain. And again, I'm not mad at anybody right now, but it's crazy how people treat you. whatever. This is why you only focus on the people who are feeding into you. Like Garden Trader. Garden Trader is kicking so much ass right now. If you guys have taken any time out of your day to look at post charts, that channel will motivate you. Like, looking at that shit motivates me. Seeing Big Rollout, or Rollout as some of you know him, seeing that guy do work in the chat, that shit motivates me. I see those people posting, I see those people just going over the same, because it's funny, like, it's just repetition. It's just going over the same thing over and over and over again until you get better at it. And seeing that in a moment when you're doing good probably doesn't do much for you, because you're also kicking ass. But when you have these days where you're down, or you don't feel as motivated, or you don't have that grind, or maybe you didn't sleep well, so you're not as, like, you know, ready to go, when you see those posts, it fuels you. It feels so good, because you read that and you're like, what am I doing? And then it kicks your ass into gear. I love reading that stuff. That's the shit that gets me going in the morning. Or like I could think of like 100 people, honestly, off the top of my head, like React, Carter, Jack. Seeing these people post, like, that gets me going. I just love seeing those people just grow. I don't care if you aren't growing at a speed of, you know, the speed of light. Like, I don't expect anybody to get rich overnight. Anybody, you know? I didn't. I don't expect you to. And again, just to reiterate everything I was going over, like, I'm not mad, I'm not getting onto anybody, but as I just explained in the trade floor, if you're not here to promote the system, like, just don't post. I get like everybody having different styles, but like, I have a lot of hesitant traders. I have a lot of not confident people, and it's because they're hearing 50 different things about what to do around certain levels. So if you aren't here to promote the right levels the right way, please don't talk. Just watch, just listen, just read. Go along. It's fine. If you're someone who's learning, you're doing fine. Just do whatever you're doing right now. There's no need to change anything. But I'm getting really tired of, like, going over a current day open and then I go into chat and someone's back channeling what I'm literally saying. So I want to stop that. I don't care about preferences. I'm not going over preferences. I'm going over the system. I need a good gift to send. My eye. Here we go. My eyes. Wow, new highs holding. Sorry, I was typing. Very nice. Let's go, guys. Does everybody understand, though, the whole point of a liquidity grab, this faking under today's open and going, like, why this needed to happen so this could happen? Does anybody not understand that? I will gladly go over this right now. Because we just covered it yesterday. I covered it before it happened today, and it's happening today. And I don't really care about, like, oh, guys, did you guys catch this with calls? Did you guys catch... I'm not going over that. I don't care if you caught calls or not. I'm trying to make sure people understand the price action that's in front of them. I just want to make sure everybody that's here listening right now understands exactly why this drop under current day open worked very well to go up. Because I know that might sound weird hearing that. Like, wait, going down helped us go up, or going up helped us go down in some cases, you know? It can be weird to hear that. So I want to make sure everybody understands, because that is a very normal occurrence in the market. It's happening a lot. Whenever you hear someone say they're creating liquidity, or they're making liquidity here, they're trying to do this. Like, you guys always hear me say they're building up energy. Like, that's what I'm trying to go over. Look at Leland making his job so much easier. He's showing his one of the tools he uses in trade floor. Detouch. I just label it. Valdora. Valdora, are you in YouTube stream? I'm assuming. Alright. What's up, VC? How you doing? Please go over. I was not around. I will go over here in a second. Christia. Am I saying that right? I keep wanting to say Christian, and then I read Christia. On my screen, it's like glitched. Like it has the DS next to it, but I'm pretty sure that's the start of your last name. But either way. I just don't want to say your name wrong. I keep saying it wrong. Yes, go over it. We will, definitely, Nicole. Let's give it one more minute, and then I will. I'm trying to read this message, too. Filling orders at the resistance price to do something is my guess. I would also like you to explain, please. 100%. Alright, let's see, Dr. J. I wanted to see if somebody's going to say something. Here you go. He said, I understand why there is a liquidity grab, but I'm still trying to learn how or if to trade it. It's hard to tell if grabbing liquidity or just going down. And yes, you got to be very careful with that. You also got to understand that there's a confidence factor, Dr. J. You're probably at that point where you've probably seen this setup 100, 200 times maybe, but you're just not, able to actually tack down when to trade it. Use my method, man. So we watched the 5 minute, but to actually take the trade itself, jump down to that 1 minute, or if you like the 2 or the 3, that's fine with me as well. But give yourself that initial look at this time frame, because you wouldn't know that it's a liquidity grab until you see that it's, well, one, dumping under today's open. But the big thing is that it wicked back up and closed back above it. So one, that should be a huge confidence booster for anybody looking at that exact minute that this is trying to close. That should be a huge sign, because it broke and then it went back up. So, and you got to remember, think of this level as like Moses parting the seas. Like, I'm not joking. This is a very important level. I cannot stress how important this level is. It is very important. Okay, so the fact that they pushed under it shows that they were trying to tilt it back towards, you know, all right, so let's think about this. Let's think about like one person, right? And let's just think about his bias changing left and right, okay? So right now, he's probably super bullish. Bullish. Probably not bullish or bearish. He's probably just chilling. But then they see this candle, and it breaks. They are instantly turning bearish because they know, oh, there's nothing here on this chart. I just see a big gap up. You got to remember, we're watching current day open, but every other normie is just watching this big gap. So they're seeing this, and they're thinking, oh my God, this is going to fill. I'm going to get into puts. This is going to go down. You also got to think about people who have a stop loss here, right? So people who are holding calls or holding swings from the other night, they're in plays, right? And they're thinking, oh, okay, well, it's going to go up, but if it breaks this, I got to get out. So now you got people who are also cutting, who are scared, right? So you have a mix of crowds. You have a mix of people in plays trying to go down, and you have a people in mix in plays who are trying to go back up, but now they have to get out because they think it's going to keep going down, right? So you have all this money being poured out, right? That's a lot of money being poured out of these plays. So it's creating a bunch of energy. That's why you guys always hear me say, oh, it's picking up energy. There's not actually energy on the chart. I'm making that up. But that's how I see it on the chart. It's picking up momentum. It's picking up energy to have a chance to make it to today's high, right? Past that, I have no idea. But it gives us the potential chance of making it to whatever our main target may be for that day. In this case, it's 540 to 540.50, because that's what we said earlier this morning. So what you're seeing is just a lot of people getting out, a lot of cash moving to the sidelines, and then the fact that this closed back up should give you instant confidence that this is trying to go back up. And if it does end up fizzling back out, okay, you were wrong. That's okay. There's a clear invalidation. What is that clear invalidation? A close beyond the dark open sea of the overnight gap under today's open, right? So if you want to, zoom down to that smaller time frame. And if you see a candle close under this on the 1 minute, just use the close rule. It's very easy. If no candle closes under this, that is most likely, remember, we are never ever going to be 100% correct. We are never ever going to be 100% bullish or bearish. You are never going to be 100% anything ever, right? So we never got the close under. So we should be bullish still, right? In this case, it worked. Not every case is it going to work. I'm not going to try to teach to you guys like this works every single time. But this is why we call this the 90% entry. Because when you see it, it should give you the most probability, the most confidence you should ever have in an entry ever. And you can use this method to any level, mostly. But the level we really like to base this around is the pivot point of the current day open. But does that make sense now, everybody who is asking for that re-explanation? It's really just a bunch of people moving their money to the sideline because they think it's going to start going down. People jumping into this direction, and then that direction's wrong. Guess what has to happen for this to go back up? The people who jumped into puts now have to cut those positions. The people who were in calls and cut their trades already created liquidity for this to continue going down, and when it didn't, that reversed and created energy for this to go back up. Does that make sense, though? Just a bunch of money moving to the sideline and then them jumping back in, because again, they never really lost current day open. They only lost it for a few moments in that one single 1 minute candle. And you got to remember, contract prices move off of this, right? As soon as it's breaking a new low, I promise you, those puts started costing a lot more. Calls were probably near worthless for those quick scalps. As soon as it closed back up, all of that changed. Oh, well, good, Dr. J. He said today he did it. You shorten your name because ops be watching, but the name is Christian. The ops do be watching. That's funny. And I'm sorry that I was like slow to explain and then I started just going off, but hopefully my explanation was decent enough. But that's why you guys always hear me say like energy, because it's like I have to dumb things down for me. Like some people might think it's for them, but I swear to God it's not. It's for me. If I don't dumb it down, I'm not going to remember it that well. And if I can't remember it that well, I'm not going to be able to explain it. I'm not going to be able to understand it. I'm not going to be able to break it down to a further extent, which is the definition of true understanding. But yeah, liquidity grab is basically a 90%. Exactly, Shaq. That's what they are. That's what 90% entries are, just liquidity grabs. But we mainly cover the 90% entry in terms of around the current day open and important levels like the previous day high, previous day low, pre-market high and low, because these are pivot points that we're aware of and practice around and review and backtest and have studied for years. You know, we know that this system works. We've gone over it. But yeah, it's a lot. Sorry for talking so fast. But that is one of my favorite concepts, because I really didn't use it a whole lot myself for a while until Leland came. And this is why I always tell you guys I give Leland so much credit, because I really didn't think about smaller things like this that end up actually being the most impactful part of the system, like the 90% liquidity grabs, 90% entries, overnight gap fibs. You know, just looking at this, you know, how many times have you guys taken an overnight gap fib trade? You know, these are very, very helpful fibs. They're very impactful areas of the chart. Maybe right now we're not using it, but other days we will. What else? The lower high retest. Like, we've all been accustomed to retest trading in here, even before Leland's time, but I wouldn't say we optimized retest trading until Leland was here. So I don't know, it's just all these few things, he just definitely added a lot of impact, and it's just because he found further understanding in the system. We're just using the same things we've always used. We're almost using nothing different. If anything, we're using less than what we've used in the past. So that's a good thing. We're not using as much info to get all of this, you know, context, to get all this planning, to be so prepared. We're not using a billion things, which is good. You don't want to have to use all these different tools and indicators and different displays and whatever. You should upload that explanation. If you can write down, or I'll just go back on the stream and find it. You guys are able to clip things. You're able to actually clip a whole video if you wanted, if you type in the custom time. But I'll just go back and cut it. If you really want it, I will go get it. But yeah, that's one of the like strongest things I could see. So whenever you guys see me covering that stuff, like when I saw the gap up and then I saw we made the move to the first, and I didn't even really see this. Remember, I'm using my resources around me. Garden Trader posted that. So I saw that and I was like, oh, let me draw it. Why didn't I have that overnight gap fib? And then I see it. Okay, cool. Now I can see what's happening. We moved down, we slowed down, and now I instantly know, well, only one of two things happen. And that's why I always teach you guys to always cover both bull scenario and bearish scenario, because I don't want to hear you guys just saying, oh, well, I'm buying calls. Okay, why are you buying calls? Because it's a 90% or it's a retest holding today's. Okay, but where's your stop loss? Where are you getting out if it's wrong? What are you doing if it goes down under blah blah blah? You know, you have no planning or awareness of what you're going to do when you're wrong, and by doing that you're shutting out a very important part of your brain that's going to help you cut your trade quicker, right? And if you ignore that voice, you're going to just sit in that loss and keep telling yourself, oh yeah, it's going to bounce here. I know, because this is a zone I had from blah, blah, blah. And then it doesn't bounce. Guess what? Now you're down a lot more. So that's why it's good to be able to cover both bull and bear scenarios. So before something happens, like when we came down to here, let's just think about, let's say none of these candles appeared yet. You know, what is the plan from this chart? And that's why I went into chat and posted, you know, a plan. And you guys should too. When you see we're at a 50-50 point of the chart where we either break or hold something, post it, show it, and then in 10, 20, 30 minutes, go back, review it, backtest what happened around that area. And a lot of the time you'll see either a liquidity grab happened, a retest trade happened, a breakout trade happened. Something will almost always be there, right? Maybe it's just a lot of indecision. Maybe you just found one of those jump rope days. But it's just very helpful for future reference, for future trades, because it's things you've seen before. So when it pops up again, you're not like, oh my god, I've never seen this setup. No, you're able to tackle it with confidence. Remember, tackling a trade is different than tackling a trade with confidence. If you're just getting into a trade, you're just as prone to failure as anybody else, right? And feeling the effects of that failure. Whereas someone with confidence is able to either, one, take that trade and succeed, move on to the next one, or take that trade, lose it, get hit, and get back up, and not really thinking about it in an emotional way, like, oh, I need to fucking restructure my whole life because I lost this trade. No, you're able to just take that loss and, okay, bam, I lost this because it went under my level. Nothing wrong with that. Move on to the next one. It's okay to lose, but don't don't lose trades that don't make sense. You're just taking trades that are just randomly moving. It's not going to help you in the future because you're not able to go back and review it and then use that to help you in future, references, like I said. Oh, sorry, that was a lot of talking, but it's very important that y'all hear that. Because I know when I lose a lot of money, it's almost always because I'm just randomly trading something. I'm like, oh, I thought it'd go up, like a swing trade or something. And when I do good, I'm looking at the trade and I'm like, wow, that felt good. And you know why? It's because I was following rules. It didn't just work, it also felt good, giving you confidence. Damn, Mikey. I love that you're doing this. He said, here, wait, let me send a message so I can actually read it all. Because this damn heart is in my way. He said, for those who defied the current day open theory, I was in your Wait, am I reading that line right? I was in your shoe back to old time. I always believed in my guts and fought over it. When I saw how Bueller explained and back-tested, I'm sold and never looked back. Thank you, Mikey. I appreciate you. It's a very important level. And almost it's funny, too, because people will discredit it and not look at it or pay attention to it. In our own chat. It's crazy. But I really hope that this conversation today changes people's minds a little bit and they really start to take, more importance around that level, because it really is the decider for a lot of potential, trends. A lot of the time before something has gone up or gone down, trend has been established around that current day open. It's not always going to be pretty, but a lot of the time that we backtest it, it has been. Something has popped up. It's not just, like I said, random. I keep coming back to that. But yeah, like I said though, no hard feelings against anybody. I'm just saying I'm tired of seeing people being so hesitant and unaware, and it's because they're not using the context in front of them. Right? You're not using what we've gone over in front of you, right? Like when I see current day open hold or current day open break, that's super insanely strong to me. To other people, it's just whatever. It's just another level breaking to them. But in our chat, we have to understand the current day open is a very, very important pivot point. What's up, Rollout? He said a little late posting, but 10:30 candle in the 15-minute was an OB. Hey, it's okay. Being late's okay. At least we're going over it. You're going over it. Regarded Trader said, from the recent peak to the recent low, we are holding the golden pocket. Unless we close back under this, we should be bullish. Oh, I see. On the 15. Okay. Alright, really good posts in the channels right now. Good call out, React. Yeah, I really haven't been checking the weights as much today. I should have been better on that, but I saw a few of you mention them, and then in my head it was like a call out or an update, and then I just did never go click on it because I saw a few of you mention that the weights were holding pretty well, so I just never went and clicked on them because SPY was holding pretty well. But good call out. Apple holding pretty well right there. He said Microsoft going for 415. They are definitely trying to push past that high right now. We'll see where they make it to. I have the wrong chart on, so these aren't going to be the right levels. Oh, 414. I don't have another level till 420. Damn. Alright, let's see. Okay, Nike has kept going up since Vanessa's mention. When they were up 2%, they are now up over 5% on the day. Starbucks still holding on to their over 20% gains on the day. And CMG still down pretty heavily after losing their CEO to another company. They really just took that, man. Palantir still hanging around those highs. Oh. Whoa. Does Boeing not look a little explosive here? It's got like that drop to support, that loss of support. They retook it. What even is this level? Oh, it's got to be in a monthly emerging candle. That's a pretty important level. Yeah, and they had the same look here. Lost it, and then held it, held it, held it, held it. This could be a very interesting chart that moves up. But I hate to go against trend on this one. That could be a good bounce chart on Boeing. I'm going to just post this and just kind of have it out there so I can have it on watch. But I'm not taking any position on that yet. But I am going to post it. BA also on watch. No, you're good, Guarded Trader. Fibs on the phone are hard, but this is what it looks like on the daily. Okay, thank you. That's a very... Oh, okay, you're going from the high of the latest... Okay, great. No, that's fine. I am not going to argue with that. That is a great fib to have. Very, very nice. Super simple, too. Simple, easy, very powerful info. Holy crap, look at Roblox today. Nvidia's doing well too. Look, they got that liquidity grab going too. They broke a fib extension. I mean, you could even say the shoulder. You know, if I hold my cursor here, it's the same thing. But liquidity grab there as well. And like I said, it's not pretty. But you know, it's funny, if you guys take a screenshot of your Nvidia chart and you show Leland that it did this, and then you show him this, he'll probably reply with the hot dog pattern. Or he'll tell you hot dog pattern. It's just a funny joke. When we were back testing the 90% entry a lot, this doesn't happen all the time, but it's pretty funny on daily time frames. Sometimes you would see like the next day do this, and it would look just like this. In some other cases, you'd have a big candle, small candle, big candle, you know, inverse that. And it would look like a hot dog, but we would just joke and say it's a hot dog pattern. But that would pop up a lot after 90% liquidity grabs. It's so weird. I still don't really even understand why, but it's just funny looking. It's probably defined like what I said earlier, normality. They know they're bullish, so the next day is up but indecisive. They know that they're taking profits, and some people probably betting on it going, down, so that middle day is all weird. And then the third day, indecisive, because it's not actually bearish, so it is going to go up, so it's another indecisive candle. IWM, look at that recovery, guys. And again, just kind of proving to everybody how strong that overnight gap is. It's so easy to draw, and it's so strong. Pretty nice. Q's made a new high on that previous candle at 459.22. And it actually looks like SPY's trying to hold on top of that fib extension. So we might just be going up to 540 very soon. Which I'm a little surprised we didn't just do it here. The pacing is definitely a little slow today. How was everyone's morning though so far? It's been... Damn, I didn't even see it was 10:16 already. Time flies in the morning. This morning felt a lot faster than the previous morning, which is nice. The movement wasn't horrible. And we actually got a really nice higher open, so that was cool too. I also like when they actually utilize the higher open too, because sometimes you'll see them like fizzle and just kind of fade down to the gap fib, and then the gap fib ends up being kind of like the big important area of the day. So it's nice to see them use this, retest it twice, and then bounce off of it. Which we're so used to seeing this will get tested so quick, I feel like, but didn't get that today. That's why you gotta treat every area as an important area. You gotta remember each area. Very, very helpful. The chart is in the... Wait. I bet Starbucks is paying him good. That chart is in the extra bedroom for a few days. I don't blame you. Same here. I kind of do that too. When I miss something, I ignore it for a few days and then I come back to it. I've heard this before, Dr. J, but I don't really know how to fix it because I have other people telling me like the exact opposite. I'll have some people telling me that I'm too loud. And then I'm like, what? Because I have somebody in my other ear telling me I'm too quiet. So maybe I'll mess with some volume settings today, but I really don't know what else I could fix. But I have heard that before. But I've also heard the exact opposite. So it's like kind of throws me off and then I just end up fixing nothing. But thank you for bringing that to my attention. Good morning, King Carnage. He said 2 out of 2 on longs. You're a legend. Wow, good stuff, Vanessa. I'd love to hear that. She said, morning has been great. Many swings working out today, and I'm feeling like all the studying and video watching is paying off. Good for you. Round of applause for you, Vanessa. I'm happy for you. It's nice to feel that, too, because, like I honestly hate giving that answer to people because it feels like I'm telling them to screw off, but in reality, it's the right answer. When I tell people, like, go back, watch this video, or check this playlist out, or look at this post from this part of chat, you know, I'm not telling them that because I'm, get out of my face, I don't want to talk to you. Like, no, I'm telling them that because I want them to go to the source. Like, I want them to go to the place where I learned it from, or where we all learn it from, really. So we're on the same page. But it is definitely a nice feeling when you get to, you know, watching all that stuff or going through things and you feel the progression. You at least feel it a little bit. It is very nice. It's relieving a little bit. Might even give you a little bit more confidence, more motivation, which is good. Because if you aren't passionate, how can you have your cash in it? Alright, I'm done saying that one. I think the volume thing is just YouTube. I noticed that too, but Discord is a lot louder. Okay, so Zaya is confirming that. Yeah, oh, also, if anybody is in Discord, you can just join the voice chat as well. You don't have to be here in Discord, YouTube, sorry, to listen to the music, or if the volume is messing with you, I am sorry. But I try my best to join the Discord call every morning as well. I stream, so if you want to come in here and just get that, and you could listen to your own music as well. You don't have to listen to mine, or listen to whatever I have on. But I am sorry about that. I don't know what the problem is. But we've definitely dealt with this for a while, because I remember I had a few people telling me this stream was like quiet as hell, and then I had a couple other people telling me it was too loud to turn it down. It was just so confusing to me at first. Dr. J said the IWM 50% extension lines up with the pre-market high. Wow, that's actually awesome. I like when that lines up. Let me go back to that. I don't have the PMH marked, but I do have the number on my screen. Okay, there we go. Wow, that's crazy how that works out. You know what's cool too? What else is here? Well, I'm not going to delete that chart. But if you go to the previous day high supply, you know, using the rules I was teaching everybody, you know, just adding these every now and then, it almost reached to that point too. So, pretty close to lining up to almost 3 things at once. Very, very cool to hear that, though. Good update. I'm not going to say call out, but good update. That's really what I mean to say when I say call out. I'm meaning to say update. Thank you for the update. Thank you for the info that I did not have otherwise. It's nice, too, because I might not be paying attention to that aspect of the chart. That's why I really like reading your guys' messages while we're streaming and going over these things. Because I can make a more accurate breakdown by just making sure I understand what's all in front of me. And I might not have it all in front of me. Somebody might point out something I don't have. And that's why I really do find it important to make sure you guys are posting in the morning. And then you can go check out your other peers' posts. Like today and the other day, you could check out Rollout or Garden Trader. They both had really good breakdowns. And they even had certain aspects of the chart that I wasn't thinking about. Wow, give us 540 already. My people are bored. They want 540. Did y'all see the, I'm not trying to make this a political stream, but did y'all see the Trump and Elon conversation? How many views it had? That was crazy. Dr. J also saying the yesterday, wow. That's crazy how that lines up too. So they both line up. Bob Johnson said, I'm just in YouTube for the music, bro. He's like, bro, can you quit talking about stocks so much? I'm trying to hear this song. By the way, if you want the link to the one we're listening to, here it is. It's just got a thumbnail of Bart Simpson. I was like, oh, hey, I know Bart. Very, very weird name, too. It's just called Chill Vibes Night. Lo-fi music, chill music, lo-fi beats to chill / relax to. But it's funny because I didn't type a single one of those words when I was on the Google search bar. I just type non-copyright music for streaming, and then I try to find something that sounds good or looks good. You also got to be careful because some people upload music that's, it's weird. I don't even know how this works, but it's copyright on YouTube, but not on Twitch. So people will listen to it on YouTube for Twitch. But doesn't that not make sense because it's copyright on YouTube? By the way, guys, we're almost at 5:39. We're 7 cents away from the high of day just now. 6 cents away. Getting very close to that further out fib extension. Now, when I see this get hit, especially if this is using an overnight gap fib, I really like to kind of think of this in whatever other level in the area. So, in all honesty, I'm really talking about this area included. I really do see this as the highest probability for high of day. And if it surpasses that, I try my best not to overtrade past that, even if it is super, bullish and stuff. Just because it's already had that higher open. It's had the retest, the liquidity grab. We understood why it had energy to make it here, but I will not understand how it makes it past that unless we see more information, right? I would need to see a break over this, a higher low, maybe a second higher low, and then maybe that would give me confidence. But with that amount of movement, you definitely don't want to jump ahead of yourself. Just from like a realistic point of view, I'm not saying it isn't possible to go up more than this. I'm just saying try not to be greedy, try not to be unrealistic, try not to catch a big move just to catch a big move. Like, yes, it totally could hit 542. I'm not saying it couldn't. I'm just saying high probability this is most likely where we're seeing that go. And we talked about this earlier too. If we end up holding this, where can we go? It's in between here. If we end up breaking down from here, where did we say we were most likely going? The highlighted area and most likely the overnight gap. So we had a lot of levels we could have dropped down to. King Carnage said, and excuse me if anybody finds this offensive, but he said, borderline genius, but socially retarded. I feel like there's so many of those people in here too. Oh, that's funny. My wife came down and said, what the hell are you guys listening to? LOL, copyright problem. She hears that, she's like, what is this? Are you okay? She's like checking on your mental health, like, are you sure you're good? Like, you fine? This is like some weird like therapy music. That's funny. Well, what's her stock stream listening to? Fine, I'll put the knife down. That's funny. I want to buy puts on Starbucks. I have no other reason than Starbucks is why are you up 22%? Rob Taylor. If you'd like to partake in complaining about your nearest highway, my chat is roasting their worst highways. Apparently Rob's complaining about the traffic in Atlanta and rollout, and then Leland saying, ever been to SF Bay Area? And just like that. Rollout, if you're in stream, I'm just going to chart it real quick. I'm not going to criticize your position. I'm not going to say anything about it because I don't want to mess with you. But I do want to chart it because I want to see where you're coming from. I always find it interesting when people post different plays they're getting into. I like to try to see where they're coming from. Where's their reasoning? Monthly, I could see why. Weekly, I can kind of see why. I can't really draw a zone there. Alright, go back. We got one here. here. Oh, come on. There. Oh, come on. Does that ever happen, y'all? Every time I second click on rectangle, sometimes it like does not drop down for me, and I just have to like triple click it. It's so weird. Where's the next one? I kind of got one here, but I'm not gonna highlight that. And we kind of got one here. Oh, I just saw the expiration you typed. Never mind. You're doing this for a bit of time, which is totally fine. That's not a bad one, though. I personally was looking at this one in the same way you're looking at Amazon, Google. Microsoft. Kicking ass today. Let's go. We needed Microsoft today. These past few days have been non-existent for Microsoft. They get that higher open, but then they just kind of trade to the right for most of the session, and it's not very helpful because, again, they are the heaviest weight in the stock market. So it is pretty important getting their direction. Which it's weird saying that because I'm so used to Apple being the king of everything. Which, in my opinion, they still are. The amount of cash on hand they have. I'm actually so glad they got out of the Apple car. I thought that was the dumbest thing they could have done. Like, what's one industry you don't want to get into if you know you have the most cash in the world? The vehicle industry, the auto industry. You do not want to get into that. It's not because of the car design. It's not because of the car itself. It's because of the manufacturing process and how much it all costs. It's almost not even worth it. Especially as a company who's just now getting into it, instead of a company who's been around doing it and gets benefits from the government for doing it. It's a little different for those people. Though the Apple car did look cool, though. I don't know if all of you guys saw the concept for it a while back, but it did look kind of cool. It looked very futuristic. It looked like a car that would never exist, and we were right to believe that. Now, they're still probably going to get into the auto industry by, like, partnering up with people. Like, I think we saw something with Rivian and potentials with other smaller companies, but I highly doubt we'll ever see them jump back into doing their own car again. Also, they were called out kind of early by even Tesla, by Elon Musk, because they were basically just trading engineers. They were trading engineers to each other for making cars and an EV and all that. But yeah, that was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, it was an interesting topic. There's a whole video too. I'll have to go find it for y'all, but there's like a cool docu video you can watch on it. Just like how in depth they got and how far they were and how bad it could have been. Wait, King Carnage, did you type that right? You bought Mayo cologne today? What? Like the cologne is mayo? Or smells like mayo? Can I post links in this chat? No, I don't think you can. It's not my fault, it's YouTube's fault. I would allow it. I think you can send it on Discord, or you could DM me or put it in off topic or whatever you want to do. But I'm just interested by this last sentence you sent. Mayo cologne? Am I missing something here? I bought Mayo cologne today. I'm gonna just type this into Google. I'm gonna really hope it's not what I think it is. Wow, you weren't kidding. You weren't joking. What? I'm sorry, who asked for this? Hold up. I'm about to post this in Trade Floor. Um. Hold on, I'm still investigating. No, this is definitely real. This is crazy. Okay. He said it's a joke slash gag gift. It was only $8, so I said F it. That's crazy. It's cologne that smells like mayonnaise. Why would anyone want that? That sounds horrible, bro. You're making me want to throw up a little bit. Oh, you did tag me. Hold up. I'll just pull it up here. It's like an Axe commercial.
They try to define you.
But for mayonnaise. The fragrance you've been craving is here. Introducing Will Levis's number 8 Parfum de Mayonnaise. Daily supply is limited. What? Did he just put mayonnaise on bread? What am I watching right now? I feel disgusted right now. Even as a joke, this is too far. Bro, he actually ate bread with mayonnaise on it. This isn't edited. He actually did this. What? Do people do this? Nah, no way. No, see, I understand mayonnaise being part of a sandwich. That's different. This is straight up just mayonnaise. What the heck, dude? That's... I'm like half laughing inside. I'm like half dead inside. No, I'm like 80% dead inside, not half. Yo, Carter, accurate. He said Titans 0-17 this season. Oh, fair enough. King Carnage is a Titans fan. I'm so stupid. That's why he's so aware of this. He's actually a Titans fan. So that's why he's on this page. Okay. You're valid, but Will is not valid. And anybody who eats mayonnaise like that, just don't. I'm really sorry if there's a mayonnaise lover in here, but I just don't understand it. I never will. He's a certified weirdo. No, that's worse than Patrick Mahomes, bro. Do y'all realize how much Patrick Mahomes likes ketchup? Bro, this right here got me. This right here. He said, when I was a kid, I would just eat ketchup sandwiches. What? What kind of insane child was being raised? And you know what else he eats ketchup on? Mac and cheese. What? Mac and cheese is already liquid enough. Why do I need more liquid crap on it? What? But yeah, no, Will Levis tops the chart, bro. I've never... That's crazy. Wow, so it's like Will Levis, Patrick Mahomes, and then honestly, Kirk Cousins is coming in a close third because in his, one of those, like, camp shows or whatever, I don't remember which one it was the quarterback one. He was in an interview and he says, I'm a van guy. I really love vans. What? What man says I love vans? Like, normally a guy's like, I love cars, or I love trucks, or I love guns, or I love hunting, or, you know, I love sports. He goes, I love vans. Not the shoes. I'm talking about like a vehicle that you drive, like a big white van. Like, he loves vans. Those are the 3 weirdest players in the NFL. Okay, I'm done with my rant, but I'm just... The mayonnaise thing, bro, that just hurt my brain a little bit. And Spy's not doing anything. Oh, God, dude. I want to throw up a little bit. Mayonnaise, dude, that's just... that much of it. Nah, it's real. Look, somebody in my chat doesn't even believe it's real. He's just like me for real. Yeah, I'm grossing my friends out. I'm showing them this because we always have these like conversations because it's crazy how many people will eat things with just mayo. I love lamp. Oh, this is a good question. Bob Johnson, he said, I feel like I'm just being verbally assaulted because I love ketchup on mac and cheese. I'm sorry, I'm not attacking you. I'm attacking Patrick Mahomes. That was an added reason for his ketchup, so I had to throw that one out there. I just think it's weird for ketchup to be on mac and cheese because it is a lot of like liquid type substance you're just putting in your mouth. Like it's like putting two condiments on each other, like almost. I know there's noodles there, but there's so much cheese that it's like, why do you also need the ketchup? But I understand it. I understand the flavor mix thing. But Zaya, this is a cool question. I want everybody to answer this because this is kind of just like super off topic and just random. But they said, if you had to choose, would you rather give up ranch or barbecue sauce forever? If you had to give up one or the other. Yo, I'm sorry though, Bob. I did not mean to attack you like that. And I'm sorry to all my ketchup and mayonnaise lovers. I can't believe that commercial I just saw. I can't believe someone just said in 2024, mayonnaise cologne. That is a tough question, though. I think I gotta think about that for a second. Alright, so there's only a few things that I really like ranch on, but when I eat it with ranch, it's like the great, like fries. Who doesn't like fries with ranch? Like, if you ever go out to a really good place with, like, fries, that's insane. Ranch on a lot of things is really good. You can eat barbecue meat without barbecue sauce and it still tastes good. So let's think about our negatives here first. Salad, wings, veggies. Yeah, veggies too. We gotta think about that too. Man, I might have to give up barbecue sauce, damn. Because I'm trying to think, what could I survive eating these things without ranch, or could I survive eating these things without barbecue? And I keep finding myself saying, no, I couldn't survive without ranch on this. Yes, I could survive without barbecue on this. Pizza and ranch? Oh, somebody stop Bob Johnson right now. No way you like ketchup on macaroni and cheese and you like ranch on your pizza. You better not also like pineapple on your pizza, or I'm really going to start questioning your sanity. There's no way. You're not real. You're not real. You're not real. There's not a guy named Bob Johnson in my chat typing right now. No, he just says no pineapples. I don't know. I don't understand the pizza and ranch. I'm not going to hate on y'all's crowd, but I'm just saying I don't understand it. I still don't. I can't hate on that crowd as much I will hate on this mayonnaise crowd, though. I will not let up on the mayonnaise crowd. If you are a mayonnaise lover, I'm not letting up. Ryan just said pineapple on pizza is good. Someone take this man down. Are you one of those people that are like, yeah, but I really like that sweet and savory taste at the same time? I will also leave the pineapple pizza crowd alone. Like I said, I am only attacking the mayonnaise crowd. But I am judging y'all a little bit. Wait, so is like pineapple pizza your favorite pizza, or it's just a pizza you could eat? That's my question. I would more judge you if you sit here and tell me it's your favorite, rather than saying it's something you could eat, or don't mind it. Hawaiian is your fave. Oh my god, y'all are crazy. Mayo on pizza, lol. Stop. Get out of my head. Bro, I just can't, man. I can't. Y'all remember a day and age when we used to, like, make fun of people for eating Tide Pods? Well, now we're in the day and age where people can spray themselves up with mayonnaise, and it's cologne. One of us, we're putting ourselves in danger for attention. The other are getting attention, and it's not funny. One of my favorites, but I like meat lovers or pepperoni as well. Bob Johnson really going ham, saying mayo on pizza with pineapples. Instead of tomato sauce, I like my pizza made with ketchup. Oh my god, what am I... I'm just reading nonsense at this point. Excuse me, I just hiccuped. Oh. You know what's funny about me doing a hiccup right there? One of my friends, I won't name him so y'all don't roast him and tag him in chat, but he said when he was in school that when he would get hiccups, the teacher taught him a way to get rid of them instantly. And you guys always hear these like random methods to get rid of hiccups super quickly and stuff, and like almost none of them work. But he said if you just say the word mayonnaise, like if you say it in that exact way, because it's pronounced mayonnaise, let's be honest. But he says if you say it mayonnaise, if you say it just like that, your hiccups will go away. And I called complete BS on that. New high, wow, 539, finally hitting it. We've been in like an 18-cent stop point for like 30 minutes. Stand in the sun and get fried. But at least the Tide Pods took some out. We have to live with the mayonnaise cologne forever. Oh, that's so true, dude. You're so right. He said KFC made a sunblock once. What? Leland said, oh my god, to get rid of hiccups, drink water through a paper towel. Oh my god. Literally waterboard yourself, like Sinful said. Oh my god. You want to get rid of hiccups? Trick yourself into thinking you're drowning. God, dog. Oh my god. It's like when you tell someone to like Alt F4, but you don't tell them what Alt F4 does. You just tell them. God, that was good. Leland is a man of solutions. He is something. He's gonna be a man of prison time if he actually tries that. God. What the hell is this evil test? Garden Trader, let me look. Based on what we talked about, I would say this is still part of their initial impulse buy. Because they're still not surpassing this resistance still in the daily, but you just got to give it a chance because it's either going to be rejecting, and you won't know that it's rejecting till you get this close under consolidation, because that's kind of your like follow-up confirmation. But if it does end up closing over this, that will kind of open things up a little more, and it gives it that chance to kind of free it up to work back towards that gap and whatever other resistance we have above it. I think I need to fix this actually. Oh no, I don't. I'm personally 50-50 on this. Because the first touch is just like an impulse buy. It's that second one that you want. So if you get like a better lower high after this one, that's really good. If this ends up retaking that, it kind of ruins all that preemptive planning. I'm definitely 50-50 on that one though. Because it is building base, but it's only on an impulse buy still. It still needs that follow-up higher low, which you won't know until a little bit more price action, so... you know, for a stable confirmation, you could guess all you want, but definitely need 2 touches of something because we only have this one hit and that's it. I just see this as a huge gap down, and then this is just kind of recovering with the market. I wouldn't even say this is really even on its own. Which a little surprising it's not up more because Tesla's doing pretty well. Home Depot's not doing horrible. Pretty sure XLY is even up today. Yeah, XLY's doing great today. So Amazon's actually lagging to a certain extent to the upside, just based on that. Good question though, because I'm glad to follow up setups that we talked about together. Even if we're not trading them, or even if we don't even believe in them that much, or if it's a bullish setup, a bearish setup, I don't care. We'll go over whatever. It's okay to be wrong, too. That's another big thing. It's okay to be wrong. But yeah, I've noticed, though, Amazon and Google have, like, the same exact look right now, where it's, like, the grind up, and they have, like, a very small candle, not really following the rest of their sector today. Thanks. It's still obeying the ceiling, but not dropping either. Good mental rep to watch. 100%, yeah, that's going to be a good one to follow. Definitely keep bringing it up, though. I will gladly go over that with you every time we're in here together, because I really like how that one is kind of in that spot, like you said, that ceiling. I like that you're putting it that way. It's kind of got its head against the ceiling, and we don't know if it's going to the second floor or if the first floor is all she's got. Sorry, I'm trying to keep like price action somewhat on the screen so you guys can see everything, but I keep forgetting we pretty much gapped over yesterday. But yeah, if you guys are in the YouTube stream, definitely be sure to drop a like. It definitely helps out the channel a ton. It just kind of shows, you know, more people's feeds that, hey, we're streaming. So it definitely helps out a lot if you guys are on YouTube. Dropping the like. But I'm glad to see everybody here. King Carnage, I can't wait to use that cologne and smell like a wet dog. I tried forgetting about this damn cologne, and here we are again. Maddie said, shoot, stream still ripping. Yeah, honestly, we just had a lot of fun conversations today. I didn't even realize it was already almost 11. Honestly, I also feel kind of bad because we really only got like one decent move out of today. I feel like this retest was like the only thing I actually called out. I honestly just don't like a lot of setups right now. I don't like how a lot of these charts set up. Some of them are opening weird, and there are really good moves happening for swings. For overnight moves and stuff too, but in terms of overall market movement, we're really finding, like I said the other day, and I'm going to keep saying it, we are finding normality. We're basically trying to find what is normal right now, and the impulse buy is definitely a confirmation of that. IWM, damn, that's actually looking like it wants to actually reach high of day. If it ends up holding this little, here, let me move my mouse. If it holds this little Eve right here, and this little 3-bar play holds, it's a very good chance they want to go smack today's high. If it doesn't work the first time, you have to say mayonnaise while you try. Yeah, just to like make sure you get it, you know? Make sure you're not hiccuping anymore. Leland's a comedian when he's sitting cash. I love it. Which I don't blame a lot of the smarter traders in my chat for sitting cash right now. You'll find a lot of them say that. And some of you guys who are still newer or still a little bit more impatient than some of those guys, you're going to definitely see that. Some of the better traders in chat not trading as much, sitting cash on days that they really don't know what's happening. And it's okay to not know what's happening. It's okay. It's okay to tell the truth. Most people out there are going to lie, and they're going to keep trading, and they're going to impatiently lose all their money. Roku is ripping? You're lying. Oh, he's not lying. Simple never lies. Just kidding. He said Roku's ripping. Said no one ever. Roku's still ripping. Oh, that's funny. Damn, good find though. I didn't even see that. I was kicking so much ass. I told you, man, it always moves when no one's looking at it. Like, who's gonna sit here and watch Roku every day? Like another one. Excuse me. Another one that's kind of under everyone's radar and popping off today is Roblox. That's just a laggard in the sector. Yeah, follow the sector. Can I show the Roku weekly? Oh god. Let me remove this. I don't even know why I have that. Looks like I was looking for a lead test, but that didn't seem to be happening yet. Is this what I think it is? I don't think it is. Is this a daily fib that I drew? Yeah, it is. I'm definitely just going to remove that. Yeah, not worth sweating, 100%. Here's the weekly, good sir. Carvana? Damn, bro, what watch list did you go check? Oh wait, Carvana's up. I keep forgetting this is actually doing good right now. In my head, Carvana's always under $100. I just think this company's so crap. They have so much debt. And I really just don't think the idea of their company's that good. Oh, Leland. It's okay, bro. We have a new love. I have a new stock to be cult classic with. Should I buy my first share of this today? We officially own one share of LW. Alright. So now from here on out, I can sound like I'm biased every time I'm talking about it. No, high key though. I do actually plan on buying a lot of shares of this if I get to that bottom area. If I get anywhere in this vicinity between here and here, probably gonna buy some more. I think that's a crazy potential for long term. Another one that I've liked in the past is PayPal. But they're up, of course, from where we've talked about it before. I think we liked them around 58. Since then, they're only up a little bit more. There's been a lot of chopping since then. But in terms of long-term growth, this is one company. Sean, earlier you were asking about stocks. I would say PayPal and LW are the two I like the most for potential and are going under a lot of people's radars. There's actually a lot of hate against PayPal considering their market share, and this is the main argument I keep tying myself back to when I talk about PayPal and why I think it has good potential for the future, is because of their market share. It's inevitable that they will grow. They have such a crazy market share in payment processing. It's just insane. So it's just not fair to sit here and say, no, they can't go up. Or no, I said it right. But it's just crazy. There's a lot of PayPal hate just because it's PayPal. I think when people think of PayPal, they're like, oh, I don't use PayPal, and neither does any of my friends anymore, so PayPal's dead. But I don't think they realize how many businesses and how many people still use PayPal around the world. PayPal is still heavily used. The dungeon watch list. Going to buy frozen potatoes in Bueller's honor. Leland only eats plastic potatoes. Plastic potatoes and plastic cheese. No, I'm kidding. I don't want to reignite this conversation. He says, I love potato cubes. Damn, Carter. So you like the back-to-back hammers on the 15? Nice job, bro. He got 30% on a 15-minute hammer on Spy, bro. Great job. I see. Oh my god, I shouldn't have said anything, Leland. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything. He said cardboard, then fresh cut garbage fries from In-N-Out. Saying In-N-Out fries are garbage is like saying the sky is green. It's just wrong. What is everyone's favorite fast food restaurant? Kind of curious about that. Please, no one say McDonald's. Please have an imagination. What is everyone's favorite fast food restaurant? But if McDonald's really is your favorite, please type it. I just doubt anybody's actual favorite fast food is McDonald's. There's so many better, shittier ones. D-Touch and King Carnage very quickly responding with Chick-fil-A. Mad respect. Bob Johnson. Big Rollout said CMG and Chick-fil-A. Good chicken at In-N-Out. Some people are colorblind and some have bad taste buds, like saying In-N-Out fries are great. Wow, did he just roast me and Leland in the same sentence? He just called me out and then he calls out Leland. What the hell? I'm on your side, bud. Some people are colorblind and some have bad taste buds. Bro just got in an 18-wheeler and drove over both of us. Chick-fil-A, Chick-fil-A, In-N-Out. Someone said In-N-Out. Devil said God's Chicken. Hell yeah. Ryan said Five Guys and I've actually heard amazing things about Dave's Hot Chicken. My friend just tried it the other day. I've heard Dave's is insane. We even said In-N-Out. If I had to say mine, I really don't know. I have like a 2-way tie on mine. And then for second place, there's like an 8-way tie. According to this list, Del Taco is the best. Del Taco is pretty insane. Yeah, mine's probably Chick-fil-A too. I keep trying to like think of a different one to like try to be unique and different from all of you, but then I'm like, nah, Chick-fil-A is just the best. I was waiting for Taco Bell or Whataburger to be said. Oh, there, someone said it. Gary said Whataburger, Sonic, Taco. He said both of the ones I just said. Because, yeah, Whataburger slaps, but it's not my favorite. What about Raising Cane's? Is Raising Cane's anybody's? Oh, Ryan just said it as I'm... Okay, I'll just shut up and let y'all answer. Freddy's is good as well. Five Guys straight... Wait. Five Guys straight mush. F that place. Oh, straight mush. Okay, okay. I get what you're saying now. Whataburger is trash. Damn, you don't like Whataburger? Honestly, it's because Chicago took over. Chicago owns Whataburger now, and that's why Whataburger sucks. But there was a moment in time where Whataburger was the greatest, or one of the greatest. I still like them, though. Here and there. I just try not to go there as much anymore. Leland, if I repeat what you said, it might cause a declaration of war, and I don't know if I'll be able to stop it. He said Sinful's favorite is cauliflower wings from Wingstop. Five Guys is so good, but hella expensive. Zaxby's is better than Cane's. Zaxby's is goated. Zaxby's is so good because they don't just do like one style of chicken, so you can go there and get different kinds, so it's kind of nice. King Carnage doubling down on the Whataburger's ass. Prop Street said cutie gas station food is oh, you said gas, not what I was thinking. Maddie I said actually Panda Express is so gas. It's sometimes it's gas, sometimes I feel like it misses so hard. Maybe if I was homeless and someone gave it to me. Missing the L I gave you. Wingstop used to be my shit, but it's been bad recently. Mine's been pretty awesome, I'm not gonna lie. My Wingstop's pretty strong. Zaxby's salads. Oh, new high day. We'll just keep saying it every time it pops a new high day for 5 seconds. Alright guys, well, with that new high of day, and with it being lunchtime now for not just my time zone, but also for EST, I think it's a good time to kind of take a break from the stream. Definitely keep posting in chat at the end of the day if you guys are going to be around, but I want everybody to kind of take a break, go get some lunch, go get a breather, and then if you want to approach the charts again towards the end of the day, that's awesome. But definitely check chat again for some updates. Tomorrow, I'll see if we're streaming tomorrow or not. Should be. But either way, definitely just, again, guys, as a routine, I really need to start seeing more guys in chat back testing themselves. So I don't mean like everything I'm posting is absolutely. I'm literally just posting levels from the chart. So if you go to the levels channel, I'll post them in here today. Spy and IWM is most of the time what I do. If somebody needs a request for another chart, tag me. I'll post it. I just, you know, whenever. But make sure you look at that. I try to post the levels every single night, or in the morning I try to give some sort of plan. But again, we went over that mainly in stream, and then trade floor today. I posted it in trade floor so more people could see it. But yeah, I'll see you guys later on. Thank you guys again for the stream. I want to start seeing more of you guys working towards it, engaging with each other in chat. There's really a lot of really awesome, unique people in here, and we're all kind of working towards the same goal, so why not work together, you know? So I want to see more people posting in the post charts channel. I saw more people do it the other day. I want to see more of you guys and you don't have to post per se. You could literally just go in there and respond to somebody who has posted a chart that you are also looking at. It doesn't have to, you don't even have to say the most, but engaging is good. It puts you out there a little bit. It kind of makes you test yourself a little bit. And overall, I think it's just a good thing to do. But yeah, I'll see you guys later on. Thank you guys again for an amazing stream again. Thank you guys again for everybody joining here on YouTube and in the Discord. Today was definitely a little bit better, I guess we could say. We're coming off the tail end of PPI news, keeping us up like this. So we have more news coming out tomorrow and the days to follow for the rest of the week. This is really kind of a news-heavy week, and it's perfect timing with the market on the bigger time frames because we've just taken this large move down. We've had this impulse move that's taken us back up to a pretty nice extent. And now we're kind of trying to find normality, trying to find, stability, really. The chart's trying to just stabilize a little bit. And I think having a news week is the perfect time for that. So we'll be looking around toward the end of the week where we're going to be settling. But day to day, we're going to definitely be giving game plans, call outs, setting up the levels, the game plans each morning, each night, just kind of going over everything beforehand, not as it's happening. Therefore, we're ready. But yeah, be on the lookout for all the new levels, all the game plans and stuff. But I will see you guys later, and thank you again. Thank you, YouTube, and thank you, Discord.